Hello and welcome to the Road Trips Within the Mist, where we travel to the sites of cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries to present to you. Today, we are visiting Dunedin Lanes with our friends and professional paranormal investigators, Phelan Paranormal. Located at 405 Patricia Avenue in Dunedin, Florida, Dunedin Lanes maintains its retro feel since it was built in 1960 by Joe Hoagland and Ham Hamilton. Since then, the facility has gone through several owners. Although bowling times vary throughout the year due to leagues, tournaments, and group reservations, we received a special invitation due to some strange and supernatural events being reported here. So join us as we go within the mist and investigate the Dunedin Lanes.
Yay. Wouldn't be a road trip without some kind of problems. Car trouble, weather,
Hurricane.
bumper to bumper traffic.
So this is Dunedin Lane. It started out as 18 lanes, and then they added another 6, making it the spooky 24th. Here we are meeting with some of the staff to get some background information. It seems that all the employees had a story to tell.
And the plethora of ghost hunting equipment from our paranormal friends. If I had half of that, I'd probably be happy.
Yeah, every type of camera, microphone, EVP reader, censoring.
And my favorite, the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. It's a REM pod.
So before we can begin, we have to set up all the cameras to make sure we're covering all of the hot spots that have been reported at the facility. This includes my SLS camera. As you can see, it's designed to pick up human figures. This is an example of what it does when there are people. It gets really cool when it does this, and there are no people in the picture.
That's Bonnie, the bartender.
With some of her great stories.
Just wait, just back up. Okay. About lane 12. I've seen legs come down, and it's not the mechanics.
Well, that's where
That's an important factor, too.
Goose got in the rear end a couple times.
Well,
on 12.
there's a girl in the back,
Yeah.
and she likes to hang out in the ceiling.
Okay.
Because my daughter's friend's father came and did
Mhm.
a ghost thing,
Mhm.
and we were back there, and we were walking, and I got tapped.
Oh.
But my other son, who used to work here as a mechanic in the back,
Mhm.
he said he was down working on something, and he had long hair, and he just thought it was his. But then it got a little longer, and it was not his color. And he would hear his name being called in the back.
Mhm.
I know a lot of the guys don't like to be back there. They like to, when they turn the lights off, they run.
Okay.
It's kind of creepy back there.
And speaking of the back, here we are going down the infamous lane 24.
So since they had just made these new lanes, the flooring there's kind of hollow, so you can really pick up footsteps really well. And that's what a lot of the workers say. They hear footsteps near 24. But there's nobody else in the building but them.
The back has all types of equipment and electrical systems, so we're not sure if it's going to interfere with the investigation. What, you just walk through and all of a sudden...
I just got done doing the lanes. I was right there refilling all the fluid for the lane machine, and I caught the curtain moving like somebody had gone through out of the corner of my eye. I kind of looked back like, I don't know what that. All right, going back to it. Next thing I know, all right, what? Message Ken, the other guy we were talking to, I was like, yeah, it's a good game from the ghost.
Yeah, a wrench or something.
And everyone is now gone, leaving us in an empty and dark bowling alley.
When we first got there were people still bowling on their leagues, and it was so loud. But once everyone left and they turned all the machines off, it was dead quiet. You could hear everything.
The first place that we checked on was the lounge, known for having people mess with drinks and with the patrons. We set up some cat balls for motion censoring.
How about this? What if I say the drink you want, then you can touch the cup? Do you want a Jack and Coke?
How about a gin and tonic? Oh, what?
Wow, that was
If
pretty
it's a
close.
girl, it's gotta be gin and tonic.
Okay. A gin and tonic. All right. Well, maybe we can. Would you like it if we? Here, I'll wait until you're done touching it for a minute, and then I have an important question. Yes, I know.
We decided to place the cat sensor balls inside of actual glasses. These seem to be focal points for the spirits, and it prevents any outside sources of touching them and setting them off. Camera set up to catch everything that goes on in the facility. I accidentally kicked the cat ball.
There you go. Why did it go off? Kicked it.
Because I'm not a ghost.
But he turned it off. That's exactly what a ghost would say.
That's what a ghost would say, Gary. Gary, are you a
I
ghost?
see what you mean about seeing the laser grid.
Here in the back.
So how was it in the back?
Very creepy, especially considering all this equipment, and this seems to be where most of the reports of people hearing voices, being touched, and seeing a ghost peering out from the ceiling.
You'd think how scary is a little girl, but yeah, if you're peering at me from the ceiling, then I'm thinking no.
See, now the mechanics room was picking up a lot of readings on the SLS, but it's kind of hard to tell if it's actual figures or just objects that resemble figures.
So I don't know. What you just showed me with the wrench, they specifically say that there's somebody that likes to put their stuff back. And that was all over that wrench. Gary's a ghost.
But I can definitely understand why people would get a little creeped out when the lights are turned off back here.
That was one good example of a false reading, was the little piece, the way the wood was picking up a human body. So it looks for anything that could be a spine, a head, arms, and then it creates itself.
No sign of little girls peering from the ceiling, but a lot of shadowy figure-like appearances on the SLS camera. Well, at the end of the night, I decided to camp out at Lane 24, since this is where the focal point of most of the ghosts appear, especially the one known as the Creeper. And what do we have?
Was that the creeper?
I think we've discovered something.
I think you got a good shot there.
So could this be the creeper that everyone has been talking about on Lane 24? And if so, what is his purpose? Well, we hope you enjoyed this road trip to Dunedin Lanes. I hope this video gave you some things to consider. Are there spirits still wandering the lanes, looking for that elusive 300 game? Based on the evidence we've been able to put together tonight, I think that this bowling alley warrants a close watch for more supernatural activity. Be sure to check out Within the Mist podcast for even more stories about cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries. Until then, keep your ball out of the gutters and watch out for phantom bowlers. Good night, everyone, and remain constantly curious.